How you doing, Mr. Deejay? Let me get the angle of this camera corrected a little bit so I can be in the center of the video. There we go. Mr. Deejay back. It is Monday morning, early Monday morning. It is 12:28. The date is July the 17th, 2017. Welcome aboard. Yes, welcome aboard the ship. Counting down my fancy playlist of June 13th, 2000. We're more than halfway up this fancy playlist, up at number 17. Got a check mark by this record, which means I probably peaked it out at number 17, but boy, it was a brilliant record. I was drawn to the novelty storytelling aspects of this record, and I remember watching this video on CMT. VH1 might have played the video to this song as well. The Dixie Chicks. Boy, they sure could do no wrong. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, Goodbye Earl at number 17. Boy, it was, yeah, that was a barn burner right there. Dixie Chicks, they formed back in 1989. Two sisters, Marty and Emily Irwin, I believe is their last name. Trying to wade through my chicken scratch once again. I scribble stuff down real fast. Natalie Maines, the lead singer. They started out as a four-person group, and they worked the bluegrass circuit. They played at small venues as well for a while, for about 6 years, without a major record contract. By the late 90s, though, they were hitting it big. Wide Open Spaces and Cowboy Take Me Away, which is from the album Fly. Fly was their fifth album, and it debuted at number one on Billboard's Top 200 album charts. That's how big the Dixie Chicks were at the time. And the Dixie Chicks, they won 13 Grammys. Now, this is by 2015, another stat that I picked up. Won 13 Grammy Awards, and they sold about over 30 million records worldwide. Or 30 million albums, rather, worldwide, the Dixie Chicks. And this record, Goodbye Earl, oh man, this is where the research really gets scintillating sometimes. Written by a guy named Dennis Lynn. He passed away, I don't know what year, it was 2006, I believe he passed away. Indeed, it was 2006. He was 63 years old. But he wrote Burning Love by Elvis, which was a humongous hit for Elvis in the fall of '72, written by Dennis Lynn. He wrote that. He's written other songs. He's written songs by Tanya Tucker, Gary Mars, and he wrote this song, Goodbye Earl, from the Fly album. The album Fly by the Dixie Chicks. It went to number 13 on the country charts, though. You'd think this record would have gone to number one as a perfect country record, although it was a little controversial. A dark comedy of sorts about spousal abuse, a little bit controversial, and went to number 19 on Billboard's Hot 100, although it was not played on the pop stations, although it should have been played on the pop stations. But it's on my fancy playlist at number 17. Dixie Chicks, Goodbye Earl. Fancy playlist of June 13th, 2000.